So I can count us down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. So Sekiro is, of course, a FromSoft game. You might know them for Elden Ring or Dark Souls. But this is their sort of spin-off where you're a shinobi, and it's much faster paced because of that. And it's much more vertical, much more movement heavy. And so, unfortunately, at the start, though, we don't get our full movement. We don't even have our sword yet, and we're not allowed to sprint. So jumping is actually slightly faster than anything else. Here I look down as an enemy AI manipulation to try both not to get shot myself and also so that they don't shoot in such a way that they affect an NPC that I'm about to talk to. It gets complicated. The tutorial's really complicated. Point is, I made it through, jump into this window, and we finally get our sword, and then after this we'll start to be able to sprint and all that. Oh, darn. My AI manipulation didn't work. He's supposed to not turn around. Lost us a second. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, our first glitch, we grapple here without having the prosthetic tool. I just grappled with his arm. That's not supposed to happen. You press multiple buttons at the same time. Game gets confused, lets you grapple. It's pretty cool. And then we're pretty much just going to be running through the rest of the tutorial here, so nothing too interesting till we get...
And through the fire.
And through the fire, yeah. Luckily, it does not hurt us.
You're just barreling through everything here. Looks like you're going out of your way to knock things down, actually.
They're in my way.
They're in my way.
Need them,
Get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's the optimal line.
The optimal line, yeah. A to B, man. I don't have any time for that. As the crow flies is how we play this game.
Mm-hmm.
That look-down thing, I mean, they do that in GoldenEye, too. That's a pretty common thing in games. Usually it's for frame rate reasons in older games, but in this one, it's not to trigger stuff, right?
Yeah, it's actually because they programmed the game with the optimization so that if you're not looking at an enemy, their AI behaves slightly differently. And so we just want them to behave in that different way so that they don't shoot us in the back. Here's a tutorial fight, but it's fastest to just lose. I looked down a little too late. You can manipulate him to actually hit you even faster, but I missed it there. And now we finally have our prosthetics, so we can start grappling around, and this game starts to become super fast, super fluid, super dynamic. And the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab a prosthetic called the Shuriken. And what that is going to be used for is not really for the Shuriken part, although since we have it, there's a couple times we'll throw them anyway. It's mostly we need a prosthetic for a glitch that we're going to do later. A prosthetic swap at the same time as grappling causes some weird effects. So that's why we're going to grab this here along the way before continuing on.
Real quick, the reason we're doing this little bonus segment is because of Modus Pones, who gave $390.01 right before the deadline with the comment, "You thought." And Victoria's $50 just before that for the Nintendo Switch 2. Thank you very much. You're why we're here.
Yo, let's go, absolutely. I did not think we were going to make it. I was playing that whole previous game of Mafia, just going, this will be the end of my day. I can just relax after this. Nope. Here we're coming up on probably one of the hardest skips in the entire game, the Ogre skip, where I need to do a frame-perfect jump as I'm falling off the ledge here. Oh, almost got it, not quite. I'll circle around.
I heard a very angry gentleman behind you while you were doing that.
Yeah, a very large, red-eyed, angry gentleman.
He's just a little mad.
It's hard to be frame perfect with that guy.
Yeah. And frame perfect, this game is run at 60 frames per second, so that is 1/60th of a second that I have. And when you're not at your home setup, everything just being slightly different can make it even that much harder, but hopefully I can get it here.
At home, how many attempts is it usually? Or what percentage would you say?
I would say I get it maybe 30% of the time, so usually maybe around 3 tries, but... Oh, I got the important part, couldn't quite loop around in time. That's okay. We'll just hopefully only go for 3 more tries. That's not so bad.
How much time does it save?
It saves about 30 seconds. So at this point, it has lost.
At this point, the sunk cost fallacy is involved. And
the problem is, in order to not have that, I'd have to go back and get an item that would lose us another minute. So at this point, we're set. But I got it. There you go.
Was it 5 or 6? That's not too bad. A different setup.
I think it was 10, but it's fine. It's fine.
It only felt like 10.
Yeah.
First try.
First try, yeah.
First try after the first 4 tries.
Yeah, exactly. There is other skips coming up here that we could do that we call the canyon skip and then the double canyon skip. And these only save like 7 seconds each. And if I fail them, I could lose a lot of time. I don't get to just like try them again immediately, so I'm just not going to do them. They're honestly, the single canyon isn't so bad. The double canyon is really bad. But I'm just not going to do either. I'm just going to shimmy along the ledge here because it's nice and safe, and 7 seconds, whatever, it's fine. I'll take the 7 seconds loss. We already lost like a minute at Ogre, so what's 7 more seconds? For shimmying, I actually press the button instead of like holding it. I tap it because it's slightly faster. And then you can jump off at the end. You don't have to like shimmy all the way to the very end.
Coming up to the next boss. Normally it's a pretty big wall for like casual players, but you guys might like how Mitch handles this.
Oh yeah, this is one you could try at home, although it's harder than it looks.
You're not going to fight him honestly in open battle?
Well, he says, "As I breathe, you shall not pass the castle gate." So we're gonna pass the castle gate, and then he's gonna stop breathing. Just climb up on that tower, jump over there, follow a specific movement path. And hopefully he is just going to fall.
Is he gonna fall? Oh my
Yep.
God.
There he goes.
Wow.
I actually got the fastest version. Technically, I could have saved a little more time with a different pathing, but it's rare that you get this one, so I'll just go the normal way.
Nicely done. And knock over another fence for good measure.
Yeah, and another one. just a few more.
Barreling.
We just keep knocking over fences. Don't worry about it.
And then
The property damage in this game is obscene. Thousands of dollars.
And there's another skip where we're skipping now the Blazing Bull down here. So he's still going to get mad and run around about it, but he can't get us up here, and we can just skip the arena and head over here.
This is just a game full of noisy boys.
Yeah. Very noisy. Here now, I'm actually going to travel back to the dilapidated temple, the starting area, and I'm going to equip that shuriken that we acquired a little bit ago. In order to use a prosthetic, you have to both get it, and then you have to go to the sculptor, and he can install it into your prosthetic arm. It's pretty cool, the story of this game being one about sort of redemption and like whether that's possible. Is pretty neat, but basically just for us it means go talk to this guy and he'll install our stuff.
Yeah. Story. This is speedrun.
Yeah, this is a speedrun.
We don't have time for the lore.
Nah. All right, with that equipped, he also did give us an esoteric text, which has a bunch of skills in it, and we're not going to use any of them. No skills here. It's got super powerful skills too. Like other categories used to not get that skill book, and they started taking out the time to go back and talk to him just to get the skill book because they're that powerful. But not this category. This category we go skillless.
So the path that Mitch is taking now might seem a little unorthodox for some of you. He's actually going to do, well, first he's going to go to the merchant for a specific item. Just, yeah, picked up some money along the way.
That's an important destruction. Look, we get paid for that property damage.
sure,
There's a
yeah.
coin purse hiding under it.
But yeah, after this merchant, he's going to do a little parkour jump around a cliffside. Oh, no.
I will. It's
Okay.
it's coming up.
Okay.
It's just in here.
I'm going a little too ahead. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so here we're in order to skip a boss, there's 2 ways to get to this next area, going through this boss, the Shichiman Warrior, or another boss, the Lone Shadow. We go towards the Shichiman Warrior, and then if I jump up on just the right spot, I can hang there. Oh, didn't quite make it. I probably am going to die and have to do it after reviving, but that's okay. Because how many times do shadows die? It's not once. Twice. So with our second life, hopefully I can get it this time. Just set it up. Oh, didn't quite get it. Okay, we might actually. We're going to die twice.
We might have to rename
All
it.
right.
Oh, you said it.
That's okay.
We have to rename this game.
Yeah. We just got an idol, so we can try it again from there. But yeah, this is a super precise skip where you have to land on like pixel isn't technically the correct for like this type of 3D game, but
A
basically
polygon.
you land on a single polygon.
A triangle.
Triangle.
One triangle.
Whatever. There is only one that is flat enough for you to stand on.
Insane.
Yeah, and it's like on a slope with like everything else trying to knock you away from it, so it's really tough. And even after that, you then need to do a forward jump, which means you need to press forward and jump at the same time, because if you press forward before the jump, you're going to just fall off. And you have to angle it properly for a wall jump. Like that.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, good job.
We will not be dying thrice.
Yes. All right, and that now let us skip basically having to kill either the Shichiman Warrior or the Lone Shadow. Once again, that skip has lost us time because I didn't get it first try, but
So
we
it's a
gotta show 'em
misnomer.
off.
It's not really a skip anymore. It's
Yeah.
like, it's a diversion.
Shut it off.
Yeah. There I grabbed some Fistful of Ash. Those are technically backups because I could have enough without them, but hey, it's a marathon run. We take the bit of safety. And now we get to finally have a fight that I'm going to cheat in a little. Just a little.
Again?
Just a little cheating.
Okay.
But like not like a full cheating. Like we're not going to knock her off the edge or anything. We're just going to do what's called a dead angle. So I'm going to hit her and then turn around. Oh, not like that.
All right.
Shadows die
Yeah,
twice.
Yeah.
But you hit her, you turn around, and then you turn back towards her, and that causes her to try to attack you.
And succeed in it.
And succeed.
Succeed.
Try to attack you
And
while you're
cause her to
turned
kill
around,
you.
and then you hit her while she's trying to attack you, and it interrupts her attack, unless your attack misses, because she's out of range.
I think that was karma for cheating.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I could honestly fight her in a few different ways that might be a little bit safer that I might go to, because this run is having some struggles. In fact, yeah, I think I will. This next time, I will fight her slightly differently. But it will still be with dead angles. It's just instead of doing the turnaround where I have to like quickly snap back, I'm just going to stick her in the corner where I can just continually attack sideways to her, and she just can't block those. If you're attacking sideways enough to a boss, they just can't block you. Nice! First try again.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't realize you had to do that again.
Yeah,
that's
it's because I didn't take any safety idols. Because I thought there's no way I die. There's just no way I would die, so...
Famous last words.
Yeah.
You got this.
Marathon
You
run.
got this. You got this. Yeah, end of a long day again.
Yeah. Very long day it has been, but very fun day, so. All right, so I'm going to do it a little safer now. I'm still not going to take the idol. If this bites me again, I mean, I don't even know what to say.
Burn the ships. You got no backup plan.
Yep.
We believe.
You'll fight harder that way.
We believe.
All right, good. So we Akko up.
The only thing he's got to worry about, I guess, in this way of fighting the fighting Snake Eyes is the gunner up there. So he constantly looks at the gunner to make it such that the
There
aggro
we
doesn't
go.
go into red and the gunner doesn't shoot him.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, you have to look at him. You also have to take a specific pathing, which makes him almost notice you before you get the death blow on her. But then because he almost notices you and doesn't, he actually like fully resets his looking at you. And so it actually gets you more time before he'll fully notice you a second time. It's kind of weird how that works, but it's pretty cool. Now we're heading into the forest here. Where there's a few bosses, but they are super, super not scary, so I'm not taking any safety idols.
The
here.
hardest boss, are you kidding me?
Yes, the absolute hardest boss coming up.
I know you've died to him.
I'm not Distortion 2, who famously died.
Okay.
All right, so this is either true or very sarcastic as someone who doesn't know this
Yeah.
game. Sounds very sarcastic to me.
What? No.
No.
Okay, that didn't help. All right.
No.
Now I'm feeling more confident. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here we do a little skip. Apparently a lot of casual players think this is just the way up because they can't find the regular way. But yeah, take
Inadvertent
the
speedrunning.
death blow here. And here's the hardest boss
You
right
should-
here.
You should let him attack once.
Are you sure I should?
So why is this guy stupid and bad? In your words. Well done.
I would never say that. I would
Why
never.
would someone else argue that he's
Okay.
stupid and bad?
Well, you know, he's kind of meant to be like a puzzle where you find how to get to him instead of an actual...
Oh, once you
Fight.
found him, you've already won.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's hide and seek, not an actual
yes.
fight.
Yes.
But he doesn't hide in different spots in
He hides in the same
multiple
spot.
playthroughs.
Yeah.
So it
exactly.
only challenges you the first time, if that.
Yeah.
Got it.
He hides in the mist. It makes it hard to see the area until you defeat him, and then the mist is gone. All right, here I'm going to grab a confetti, which is normally used to take out spirit enemies, things like Headless or that Shichiman warrior we passed by earlier. But against every enemy in the game, it actually makes you do a bit more damage to their health. Not to their posture, but to their health. So since we are attacking enemies directly, not letting them block us in a lot of cases, it does actually speed up some fights. In particular, we're going to use it on Genichiro coming up. And here we are most definitely not playing fair against the monk. We're not going to let her see us at all. We're not going to let her do anything. She's just going to be stun locked and then be dead. If I just sneak around here, use some snap seeds, use some fistfuls of ash to back her up a little bit. 3, 4.
Essentially setting it up to where he's going to do this jump and get a free backstab.
Yep.
Woo. Or death blow in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she's a boss and theoretically should know I'm there, I'm literally throwing items at her and she's getting staggered from them. She still doesn't know that I'm there for some reason. We're still in stealth and we can get the stealth death blow right there.
He's also running in here to get one of the key items in the game that's required to progress the story.
Yes, you need 3 key items, and you need to defeat Genichiro in order to unlock the ending. So that is our first of 3 key items, and we still have Genichiro that we're going to have to defeat later. But now we're going to head to our second key item, which is going to be over at the Folding Screen Monkeys. They've got the Mortal Blade, and so this item, if you have played on the current patch of Sekiro, you might know it as the most powerful item in the game, the thing that, oh, it's so powerful, it just makes the whole game so easy. But on this patch that I'm playing on, which is an old patch, it's the most useless item in the game. It does literally nothing. It's worse than attacking normally.
Wow.
Yeah, they buffed it. They buffed it a lot. But yeah, so we are going to try not to use it at all. Here I'm trying to stay sneaky so that these guys don't see me as I go to the elevator, because after I equip things here, I'm going to quit out, and that's going to place me at the last spot that an enemy spotted me, the last spot that I entered aggro. But since none of them saw me, it's going to leave me right where I am at the elevator. I don't have to wait for the elevator to come down. It's just going to immediately be at the bottom, and I can take it. If one of them had spotted me, I would still do the quit out, but I'd have to run from wherever they spotted me back to the elevator.
Can you explain the no air swim stipulation?
Yes, so there is a glitch called air swim, where you swim through the air. I know, it's a very confusing name. And so we're not allowed to do that. And so the swimming through the air happens when you go out of bounds, and then you enter a pool of water out of bounds and start swimming in it. And then because you're out of bounds, there's nothing to prevent you from just continuing to swim, and so you can swim anywhere. You just go wherever you like. We're not allowed to do that, so instead we have to find other ways to gracefully go through the air quickly, such as this that you're about to see. So I'm going to set it up with a specific, not that many hits, with a specific amount of damage
With
from
exactly
this guy.
one less hit than that.
One less hit than that.
One less hit than that.
2 hits, not 3. Also with a specific fall damage that I'm doing here, I'm trying to land on an exact spot to get the right amount of fall damage, the right amount of hits from him, to set up a specific death that I'm going to try to get. So that looks like a good spot to land. Let me actually do this correctly this time. There we go. And swapping where my shuriken is. This is important. The reason that I swap where my shuriken is because I need to have it currently not equipped so that I can swap to having it equipped. Because I need to swap my prosthetic at the same time that I grapple in order to activate a glitch, and I'm going to try to die immediately after that, so I will have a lot of speed. If I do it right, it's going to look really cool. If I do it wrong, it's going to look like nothing happened, because nothing will have happened because I will have done it wrong. So let's see if I can get it. Set up with 1, 2... Looks pretty good. Okay, that's gonna work. Let's go.
Very cool.
All
There's
right.
the amount of time that you hold it, right? determines the distance that you're going?
It's how soon after the grapple you die. If
Oh,
you die
how early you
immediately
press
after the
it.
grapple, you go
Yeah.
really fast, and if you die a little bit later after the grapple, you will have lost some speed due to air resistance or something. All right,
so
and now we're
he-
at the folding screen monkeys, by the way. This is like another puzzle boss, but we come in from the wrong side of the puzzle boss, so they're, well, usually they don't get a chance to run away from you. That's okay. The last one we've got a pretty good backup for. But the others basically, just because we came in from the wrong side, just don't see us in time to run away. And the last one does see us. He's up there, but we'll just use the intended solution. He hears really well, but he stands on that platform really close to this bell. So you can make him hurt his ears with the bell, and then it's a free and easy kill. And there we have it. All right, not the hardest boss, just kind of a puzzle boss, but the way we got there was super cool. I really like that glitch. I call it the woo glitch, or woo skip, because it looks like you're flying through the air like a guy in the game that goes woo, just like that.
Yeah.
You can play it back. It's 1-to-1, exactly how he sounds.
That thought looked pretty cool.
And it's not the last time we're going to do that either, but first we have to take out Genichiro first. You need to kill Genichiro before you collect all 3 of the key items, because as soon as you collect the 3rd, it advances the game state, and if Genichiro's not dead and you advance the game state, you're locked out of everything. Like, the game just gets super confused. Genichiro's not supposed to be alive, so it's just like, I don't know what to do with you. You're stuck. So we're going to go defeat Genichiro first, then we're going to get the 3rd key item. So for Genichiro, we are once again going to be using some dead angles. This is the one that I think the most people complain about. Out of everything in the game, people don't complain about the glitches that much. People don't complain about the instant kills. People don't complain about, knocking enemies off of ledges. But Genichiro, fan favorite boss, if you stick him in a corner, people are going to get mad. But it's fast, so we're doing it.
There's no honor in speedruns.
That's right. So here I do a little dojo skip where I jump up the front side of the castle there. It's a little precise, but with some practice, it's not too bad. And then here we're going to try to stick him in the corner. And now, as long as I attack while facing sideways to him, he can't block my attacks. And specifically, as long as I start my attack facing sideways to him. So you'll notice I turn on some of the attacks that are like directly forward, because they would miss him otherwise. As long as I start them facing the way, it'll work. Oh, although sometimes I'll miss anyway.
Might go back in.
Yeah. Missing once is usually not too bad. All right.
Let him play.
Yeah, Mitch was doing the advanced way of that, where he
Let the
does 5
bosses play.
swings and then repeats the combo. You can do it where it's 4, if you're just learning the strat out.
Yeah,
And
you can even do it with
it's
3
a
as
lot
well.
easier.
So what's going on here?
I'm just fighting him. This is just normal. Well, except for this, I'll do a little dead angle here, just a little as a treat. But for the most part, I'm just fighting him. Nice.
Yeah, so one of the mechanics in this game is that if there's a lightning attack on you, you can jump up in the air and use your sword for a lightning reversal. So when that happens, you get a lot of posture damage, and in this case for Genichiro, he kind of got stunned, and you get even more damage on him afterward.
4, 5, 6. Here I'm going to try to make the cutscene a little shorter. I didn't get it. But sometimes you can just make that like black screen there for loading the cutscene in and loading it out a little faster. No idea why. If you jump over the doorway at the exact right time, at the exact right angle, sometimes it works. It's weird.
Like you're entering the load zone or something.
Yeah, something like that. It's like you enter a load zone, so it doesn't need to load it after the end of the cutscene or something.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, who knows? All right, here we have the puppeteer. I didn't equip the puppeteer skill. Here we have the puppeteer skill, as I was saying, and I messed it up. But we're going to puppeteer this guy in order to raise a kite, and then we're going to run over to where that kite is and use it for another skip, another woo skip, another one where we do the grapple at the same time as we do a prosthetic swap that gets us a bunch of extra... Okay, I haven't really seen the shuriken just miss while I'm locked on like that before, but all right. So there's the puppeteer, so he's going to do it, and now I'm going to quit out, which is going to put me back up to where I threw the shuriken at the guy, because I got into aggro with somebody. So that skips just jumping back up. And then I will continue on over to the kite. An interesting thing to mention here is that the damage that the enemies do depends on the time of day that it is. And so these enemies will only do the correct amount of damage to get us set up for the skips that we're doing at exactly this time of day. And also that we're really lucky that these monks have 2 different combos that they can do, but they both do identical damage on their first 2 hits.
Did not know about the time of day. Oh my god.
That was a 3rd combo. That one I haven't seen before. We'll do it again. It's a good thing they only have 2 combos.
Yeah, good thing. Good thing.
Monks combo thrice.
So, somebody in the Speedrun Discord is going to tell me, oh no, actually that happened because you were too far when he chose his attack.
One pixel too far right. I'm 1 frame later.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
The wrong time of day. It's 11:07.
that's it. Yeah, it's the failing the previous things.
I'm
Set us the
sorry.
wrong
There
time
was
of
traffic.
day.
I ran through too many fences. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it. I suspect it probably is a range thing. It's actually a relatively recent strategy that we actually throw a shuriken at him to aggro him earlier. We used to just walk up into his face and wait for him to attack, but you can save like half a second if you throw a shuriken at him. Or you can lose the run. Good trade-off, probably.
Speedrunners love those kinds of odds.
Yeah. So this time, I'm just going to run up to him. I'm just going to run up in his face. Now I'm sure he can only do 2 things. And that was one of the 2 things. Hooray.
One of the 2 things was punching you.
Kicking and punching.
Kicking and punching. The
Punch
two
and kick,
attacks.
Yes.
The 2 canonical attacks.
All right, here I'm going to go up here and then go to specifically this spot here. Once again, swap out my shuriken so that I can swap back to it. And we are going to do this woo skip once again. I need to do everything as fast as possible for this skip. So as soon as I load in, I'm going to be immediately pressing the buttons to buffer the exact inputs that I need, and hopefully I can get it first try here. So I look up that. Oh, too early. There's no way to save this. I'm just going to die. Okay, so I'll have to set that up again with damage from the monk. This is why we bought a bunch of extra contact medicine, just in case. These skips, unfortunately, take a very long time to set up. And every time that you want to attempt them, you need a contact medicine. Normally, in a world record attempt, you'd only pick up 2, which means you'd only have 1 attempt at each of the 2 skips. But I bought an extra 8, so
Because if you fail in the world record attempt, you might as well reset.
you might as well
anyway.
reset. Exactly. Even if you're not going for like a world record, but for like, you know, a solid PB
Yeah.
within like a minute of the world record, you kind of just have to hit both of them first try because they just take so long to back up. All right, once again, just going to run up to his face. There we go. And once again, use the contact medicine down here. The earlier you use it, you know, the earlier you can get all the skip stuff done. And then jump off this, and then over here, swap the shuriken once again. And hopefully this time I can do it successfully. It is a frame-perfect input here, but it's a little easier than you might expect for a frame-perfect input because I can basically line up the things with each other. Oh, didn't get the frame-perfect input. I will once again die. So at the exact frame that the character sees the grapple point, I need to swap my prosthetic. So if I swap the prosthetic 1 frame before I see it, it doesn't work. If I swap it 1 frame after I see it, it doesn't work. They need to be on the same frame, so that makes it a frame-perfect input. But I have bound them both. Well, I bound, obviously my camera is my mouse, and then I bound the swapping my prosthetic to a mouse button so that I can just move my mouse and click the button at the same time, and that has a very high chance of working. You know, they could be off by like the tiniest bit, and so sometimes that makes a difference where they'll be on different frames, but usually it works out pretty well.
Kick this time.
Yep. Kick this time. We've gotten kick, then punch, then kick.
Kick, punch. It's all in the mind. Hey, someone got it.
Yeah.
That's like a 25-year-old reference, man.
I'm a retro
classic.
gamer, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can get it here. In order to buffer the input, I'm doing 2 failed prosthetic uses, then jumping, then immediately going for the swap. So 2 failed. That should work.
It looks better.
Hopefully, yep. I mean, this one is very precise, so I need to land on exactly the right spot. It's a tiny bit far, but I think it works. Oh, no! You could see it. The
was so
fact that the
close.
geometry loaded in means we basically had it. We scraped along the edge, and it just didn't quite let us land there. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to land out of bounds past the Guardian Ape at the prize, the lotus flower at the end.
Is he still dying?
Yeah, yeah. It takes a while. If you do not land and you do not hit a death plane, it takes a while before the game says, okay, let's...
Okay, you did something.
You definitely fell somewhere.
Yeah.
We're just gonna have you die. All right, but that was basically it. That was either 1 frame late on my grapple, or it was 1 frame too long that I held left trying to set up the positioning. So it's very, very precise.
It seems pretty hard.
Yeah. Technically, it's kind of like a combination of the two. Like if you're slightly late on one thing, you can be slightly early on the other part to make up for it, and vice versa. But it's very hard. It's something that like just making up on the fly, you're probably not going to do consistently, but you can do consistently enough to get it eventually in a run. All right. If I don't get it this time, for the sake of time, do we want me to just load a file after, or?
I don't know. I like that sunk cost fallacy.
I
thing.
do like the sunk cost fallacy.
I
It's
really
pretty
feel like
nice.
it'll totally redeem everything that happened before.
Okay, looks good.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe. Nope.
Ah.
It was a little too far, as I suspected. So I was definitely too late, like much too late on the grapple. I tried to redeem it by not holding as much at the end. Tried to go, if I was late on the first part, to go early on the second, but there was no redeeming that. It was just too far.
Like 9 more tries.
9 more tries. 9 more tries. I think 9 more.
How much more contact medicine do you have?
What was
yeah.
that? Like our 3rd try of this, and we did the other one first try, so we should have like 6 more?
I think that's a good natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 6 more in each try.
We'll get it
Takes
by
like
then.
2 minutes because this skip takes forever to set up.
I
It's
think
fine.
the skip is like pretty important too.
Yeah, it's kind of the like point of the route. Technically, this is like Mark 5 of the skip. It has gone through a bunch of iterations, and this is the newest, most improved one. Technically, I could do some old versions. There's even some old versions that don't even require contact medicine that I could technically do if I ran out, but I don't remember them because it's been a while. So
How recent is this most recent version?
less than a year, but maybe actually right around a year, somewhere in that range.
I mean, you're also trying to avoid one of the worst areas in the game, Gun Fort.
Yeah, we would not go through Gunfort.
And
That would be a disaster.
that's why this skip is so great.
Yeah. That looks really good.
Late death.
There we go. There
There we go. If you're just tuning in, first try.
we go. First try.
He just landed right behind the Guardian Ape arena and just grabbed the Lotus and now can teleport away. And because he grabbed all 3 of those key items, he's just going to get teleported back to where that merchant was in Ashina Castle.
Yeah, so that shouldn't be where we get teleported to. That's not where we... I'm doing something wrong here. Hold on a sec. It's fine. I'm just going to not go for a skip that I could have gone for. There's a third woo skip you can do here, but I messed it up. We're just going to not do it. It's fine. It saves like 5 seconds maybe, so we don't need it. With how poorly the other one went, maybe it's better that I failed even the setup for it.
Yeah, when it finally happens, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, woo.
Yeah, finally.
But yeah, we just have the final boss left, and keep in mind we have way less attack power than you're supposed to at this point because we have just like skipped all the bosses, and those are what give you attack power. We also have no health upgrades whatsoever, so if I get hit by anything, I'm going to die.
And you can't crutch on Mortal Draw.
And I can't crutch on Mortal Draw because this is an old patch, so we pretty much just have to fight him straight up. With the exception of, I might try to cheat a little bit on the first boss. You know what,
More
actually?
cheating.
Should I?
Are you going to go for the cheat?
I'm going
Yeah.
for a little. Just a
A
little
little bit of it.
I think
Just
the
a
fact that you have
taste.
armor and she doesn't is cheating, probably. Because it looks like that.
Yeah, so this is the turnaround dead angles. You have a 2-frame window to actually do it successfully. Otherwise, you will get hit for your troubles, but you can do it over and over again like that. Very nice. That's not the final boss. There's a phase 2 where we're going to fight Ishin. Now him, I just have to fight entirely straight up. And I'm even going to, for speed, try not to interrupt his super moves. Even if you're a casual, you should interrupt some of his moves using something like a Mortal Draw or Firecrackers. But that's slow, so I'm going to try to just let him use them and just avoid them. Okay, slightly weird end there.
Yeah.
I also have to be careful of these fire patches because they are going to erupt in a second. Okay, that was scary. I had to avoid the fire patches, and I didn't quite see the follow-up move he was doing there, but that's okay. Because shadows die more than once. You can also just slide past a lot of these attacks here, which is really cool. Oh, he's giving me the same one again. I love that.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
he just wanted
Yeah.
to do that move. He couldn't hit it, but he really wanted it.
Sunk
We'll
cost
take it.
fallacy.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
we had sunk cost fallacy, then he had it.
Yeah,
so.
he's like, this one's going to connect. This
Perfect
one's
fate.
This one's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
fine.
This one will
Oh,
work.
you got to hit
I
him.
swear.
You got to hit this guy frame perfect.
All right, time is going to be coming up as soon as we see the credits on screen. So not just yet, but really close here. Skip through these. Skip through a final cutscene. And time. There it is.
There it is.
All right, that was a great showcase of everything that can go wrong in a nowhere swim run. It's my favorite category. It's my baby. It's the one that I started with for speedrunning. And you can see just how difficult some of those skips are. But it's so much fun. I really love this category. I really love this game. And yeah, shout outs to the Sekiro speedrunning community and all that. And thank you guys on the commentary. And yeah.
Thank you for running, man. It was very entertaining.
And thank everyone for raising enough money that I got to do this. You know, it's for the kids. It's for a great cause, and I'm so glad that I got to show it off here. And look forward to Elden Ring Bingo with me and Nuclear Pasta Tom tomorrow. That'll also be in. So, but yeah, that's it for me. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Wonderful stuff. Guys, thanks for sticking around a little longer. That was fun.
Sure.
Didn't go
was
exactly
great.
as planned, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the property damage. That is it for day 1 of the 2025 Speedrun Summit here in New York. We're going to be back tomorrow morning, though, with a day just like it. Don't go anywhere. Or, yeah, stay here all night. Keep watching all night. Goodbye, everybody.